Hello everyone, welcome back to Paasolo creation video tutorial. In today's video we are going to learn how to design a church flyer, and in this video we will also learn how to make a selection around the image that we are going to use for the church flyer, and also I'll show you how I apply the text effects in the design. So this is going to be the text effects that we are going to apply, and you will also learn where you can download design assets. And the bonus option is I will teach you how to download and install font in Photoshop. Alright, so if you want to know all of these things, please make sure you work to the end so that everything that I'm going to teach you get your portion. Alright, without further ado, let's dive into it. So first of all, go to File and click on New. And if you want to learn everything and master it, well, you have to know the shortcuts. And in Photoshop, they have made the shortcut simple for us. So if you click on if you see the item that you want to click, you can see at the right side we have the shortcut over there, so you can learn the shortcuts and you can use the shortcut as well. So when you open Photoshop, new document, go to Print and choose A4 and rename your file, maybe church flyer. And click on Create. So a new document is going to open for you. Then we will start by importing our logo into Photoshop, the church logo. And please, I will leave all this one in the description below. You can check the link in the description to download this into Photoshop. So first of all, you will drag and hover over the Photoshop logo and leave it into Photoshop. So we are going to have something like this. Then we hold the edge to scale it down. Alright, then I will place it where I want it to be. Something like this is okay. Alright, then I'll type the church name. It is here. Use the text tool. Shortcut is T. So I said look at the far right, you see the shortcut T. Then you click once on the board and type the name. Alright, then Ctrl A to select all and change the color to black. Then also I can use this one to increase the size of it. So let me say 12. I like to use 12. Okay. Then from there I can position it how I want it. Then I can use Ctrl plus to zoom in and Ctrl minus to zoom out. So, and you can see that our text is small case, so we can change it directly to uppercase by going to the Windows tab, then choose character. Then at the character panel you will see the double T. Click on it, but first of all make sure the text or the thing that you want to change into caps is selected. Then click on the double T to change it to character, then to change it to uppercase. Then from there go to edit, select free transform, and you can increase the size apart from using here to increase the size. Then from there we will pick our text tool again. Shortcut is T, and we will type present. and you can see that what I type all is caps, but we don't want caps. Let me add S. We don't want caps, so we come back, make sure the present is selected, and click on the double T again to make it small, and click on OK. Then I can increase the size a little bit also. Then from here, go to the we will change the font at the character panel. So let's see if this one is okay. Alright, let's use this one for the meantime. Then I'll increase the size and position it how I want, and click on the commit changes or click on enter. Alright, so from here I would like to add my images, but in the first place let's learn how to make a selection. So I'll drag and paste it in Photoshop. So this is it. We are going to learn how to make a selection around image. You grab your pen tool, the shortcut is P. Come and look at here and you'll see your pen tool. Select the pen tool, then Ctrl+ to zoom in, and use the handles here to toggle to where you want to start. I want to start here, then I'll start from this. So I'll click, hold and drag to make the handles of the pen come. Then I'll leave it, and I'll come to a different point, hold, drag to get the handles. Then I'll hold Ctrl or Alt to toggle with this handle, so that I'll make sure that it is at the edge of the image which I want to select. Then click, hold and drag to make a selection. Then I can either break the handle. If I don't break the handle, see what will happen. You see that the selection has come inside the image. So what I can do is hold the Alt or Control, any of them will work. Then the arrow will change, the sign will change. Hit the Alt or Control, then the sign will change, and you will drag the handle inside. How to be safe, just click on Alt or Command on the Mac, and you see the sign will change, and click on it to break it. Then I just zoom in. So this is how we make a selection. I will click, hold and drag and toggle with the line till I am satisfied. Break the handle, click, hold and drag, break the handle. Then let me zoom in and get the point, zoom out, click, and drag, click and drag, break the handle, click and drag, break the handle. So I will do this till I finish all of that. So click, hold and drag, click, hold and drag. Here we don't have much work to do because that place is already cut off. So click, hold and drag, and I'll toggle with the handle. Click, hold and drag. Let me close this handle a little. You click, you hold and drag. Let me zoom in. Click, hold and drag. So I'm just drawing or making a line around the image. So you can see small we are about to finish. So I click the last joint, hold and drag So the selection is complete. Then from here you can see that we have made selection around all the image, and click on select, click on OK. Then I'll add a mask to it to hide the unwanted place. So then after you have done, click on the move tool, and then we will move this one to our church flyer and we will leave it. So you can see that you have made a perfect selection and we are good to go. So from here I'll add the second image, which I have already done the selection to save us some time, because we have delved into how we can make a selection around the image in Photoshop. So from here I would like to bring the host here and bring the supporting preacher or the guest speaker, and make sure that the host is bigger than the supporting preacher, like this, and position them in the middle. Alright, so from here I'll also take you through how I will edit my image, so that I have already edited this image so you can see it look nice, but this one can also be further edited so that we can see the image well. So please wait to the end, because at the end of the video I'm going to take you through how I'll edit this image to make it very good for our flyer. So from here I'll select my second pastor or the guest speaker. Then we already know that we have already added a mask to it, so we want to combine this image and the background to make it seems like it's together. So we will pick our brush tool and make sure you are on the layer mask, the black one here. Then the brush size, we choose the round soft or the soft round, and the opacity 65 is okay. Then from here we can start brushing, but make sure you brush with the black, because the white will reveal the image and black will show up the image. So if I change it to white and see, if I start painting, you see the background will start coming in. So I won't do that, because that's not what I want. Then let me change it back to black and start painting it inside. Alright, then I'll do the same for the main speaker. So I'll add a mask to it, then I'll also brush on the image. It looks nice, it looks okay in my opinion. So let's move on to adding the text effects. How to add the text effects, that's the second. So I'll pick my text tool and type in. Then I'll go to edit and choose free transform, and I'll increase the size of the image. I'll go to edit, free transform, and increase the size of the text. Alright, then I'll change this one to caps by clicking on the double T and decrease the tracking to 0. Double T to combine both of them. Alright, then I'll get my text tool again and type 3, but I will use a different font, which I will show you where I downloaded this font at the end of the video. So please make sure you watch to the end to know the sites that I use to download this awesome font. So increase the size, click on commit changes, and I will reduce the space in between them to maybe 30. 30 is too much. 48, that one is too much. 36, okay, let me make it 40. All right, but I will align it to left so that all of them will be on the same line. Then from there I can select only the top one and increase the tracking of that one so that it can be the same or it can be on the same line. Okay, so from here I will make a duplicate of this text by holding Alt. You see that the arrow is just black, but when I hold Alt, the white arrow joins the black. Then I'll hold and drag to make a duplicate. Double click on it and type cry. 3 days Elijah cry. Position it somewhere here. Then I'll increase the size using the edges. Alright. Then from here I'll also increase the 3 a bit. Then with the help of my pen tool, I'm going to draw a different A. So I'll start by making a line. Then I'll go inside like this. How you would draw A, I'm using the same steps how we draw A to do this. Okay, then from here I'll click on shape and it will be created on a different layer. Then I'll click on the tools because now it is now a shape. I'll click on one of the shape and turn off the stroke of this, but give it a fill, like let's say this color. Then I'll move it here and decrease the size. All right, something like this is okay. So I'll double click on here, delete the A here, but give it a space so that it can go there, and select and position it in between the A and the Y. Then from here I'll also use the pen tool to draw a simple this thing. Let me draw it on a new layer. So click on new, add a new layer. Then I'll draw this and give it a shape. Then choose one of the shapes, remove the stroke and give it a nice fill, and I'll position that one also here like this to make it look like A. So from here I can select the last one and select the first one, then Ctrl J to group all of them, and I can right click and duplicate the group, and I can unhide this one, right click and merge. I'll choose merge the group, and from here go to add a layer style or the FX and add a gradient layer. And a gradient layer, I want something like this. Okay, so this is how I got it. Choose this one, first one, and you can use D70 A84 for the first color. Then the second color, choose 511278 F and click on OK. Click on OK again, and you can also save this into Photoshop. So when you click on new, you see that it have saved at here for you. So if you apply anything and you want to save it, you can do it in Photoshop. Alright, then click on OK, and here make sure the angle is 90, style is linear, the scale is 100%, blending mode is normal, and opacity is 100%. Then click on OK so that you can get this test effect. So you can see all this one is together because we merge the layer, and we can select all and center this, then select all to deselect the selection. So from here you can see that we are almost there. So from here we'll add the theme. So the theme will come here, dabbed. Click on commit changes. Then I would like to change this font to maybe this, but make it a small case. Only the first one should be capped, and increase the size of it. Then get your text tool again and add your theme. So you can zoom in using the Control plus. Then I can increase this text to make it align with the top one, and increase the spacing for this one, maybe 82. Select the down one and increase its size to something like this. Then click on commit changes. Then we can increase the size, Ctrl T for the free transform, and increase the size to your satisfaction, but increase the spacing also to maybe 36, 48. Alright, increase it a bit. Let me change the font to this type and see. This one is too much. Okay, then I'll reduce the size of it. Then go to window, character, and change the color to deep blue like this. Okay, so this is the theme. Then from here I can move this one a little bit up so I can have space down for other things also. Alright, so from here I'll use a line to divide this one from the main program. So I'll turn off my stroke and give it a black fill. Give it a black fill. Then I'll reduce the size, and I'll center it. Select all, then center, and Ctrl D to deselect. Then from here I'll add the date, the church auditorium, the time and everything. So I will skip this part because since you can do the typing and the shipping. Alright, so this is how it will look like. Group all of them into one, and then I can center this, then Ctrl D to deselect. So you add the date, the time, and every information that you wish to add. Then from here you are coming to design the background a little to make it attractive. Then from there you edit this image. So get your text tool and type dapt, click on OK. Then let's zoom in a little, but we are going to use a different font for this test that I will show you in no time where to get this type of font. Alright, so I'll use this font, make it very big. So go to edit, choose the free transform and edit, and resize the text like this. Then click on enter to save changes. Then I'll move that one all the way to the background and reduce the opacity to maybe 10, and you can see we just designed the background with this simple technique and we are done. So from here, to edit your image, select the image, go to camera raw, wait for it to open. Then first of all I'll increase the image to see the editing that I will apply. So I can use the Ctrl plus to zoom in. So first of all I'll start with the details, so to make the image sharp. This is too much. Let me reduce the noise on the face. I think this is too much. This is too much. Alright, so 2718 will do. Then from there I'll go to the basics and toggle with the temperature. Let's see. Alright, then let me toggle with the 10. 14 is also okay. The exposure, this is too much. Let me go to negative and see. Positive, reduce the exposure to around 5. Then edit the contrast, this is okay. The highlights, almost here is okay. I don't really have problem with the shadow. Let me come all the way to the clarity. Alright, 20 will be okay. Then toggle with the vibrant and the saturation. Let me make it a little reddish. Click on OK. So let's see before and after. Alright, so this was before and this is after. So you can see that there is a vast difference between how it was, then you have turned it to this way. So these are the some of ways you can edit your image. Then after that you can add a little levels to it. Let me increase the white. so that the face will show a little a bit. So before, after, so you can continue doing this till you are all satisfied, but I don't really want to make this video long. I will make a dedicated video on how to edit your image in Photoshop, so that you will not find it difficult whenever you are working on someone's project. So from here, I'm going to show you where you can get design assets and how to download and install fonts for free in Photoshop. So in the first place, we will learn how to download and install font in Photoshop. Alright, so we will learn how to download the font that we use for the background. So I'll copy the first name, highlight it, copy, then I'll open Google Chrome. So the first thing you can do is paste the font name into Google Chrome, select the one with the download and click on it. Click on the first one, wait for it to load. So you see that it will show you the font, and you see free for personal use. So click on that and download for free. Then you see that it will be downloaded into your work. So I'll go to downloads, and you see that I can find this one here. So right click and extract. So extract here, extract files, click on OK. So after the extraction, open it and open the file. So you will see all this one. Open this one. This is the main file. Open it to install. So when you open the file, you will see print and install at the top here. Click on install, and it's saying that I have already installed, or it's already installed. Do you want to replace it? So I'll click on no. So you click that, then you install, and when you go back to Photoshop, then when you start searching on it, you start searching, you will see it will come, then you select that. So that's a first way to download font. So first of all, you open Google Chrome, you paste or type in the name of the font, then you search the font, and you get a different places you can download, and then you download from there. Or otherwise, you can also come to thefont.com. It's a great site that they have different types of fonts that you can also use in your work. Alright, so here too you can search the font here. Click on search, and you can see that they also have the same font. So you just click on download, and it will be downloaded for you. And one cool thing about this is that you can type what maybe you will be using the font for. So maybe I'll be using the font for my name. So let me type my name, then the preview, let's say 50, then submit. So you see that it has show. Let me make it large, submit, and you can see that this is the preview. So you can preview whatever you are going to use the font for, and you can find a different font, more font here that you can use for your work. So they have different ones: Gothic, Basic, Sans Serif. So you can check all of these and choose the one that suits you. So I can replace PAASOLO then submit. Let's see. So you see PAASOLO. So it is showing you the different types of fonts. Let me download this one. So it is showing you different types of font you can be using. Let me download this one too. So you download the font that you think it suits the design that you'll be using it for. Let me install what I just downloaded for you to see. This one and this one. So extract, right click and extract it to a file or a folder. So you see these are the fonts, 1, 2, then these were added. So just click and install. Click this one, the big doodle, and install also. So when I go to Photoshop, let me change this one to the first font that we just installed. So click on it, and you will see that it will just apply for you. So this is the new font we just installed. Let me try the other one, the big noodle. You can also see this font also. So that is how to download and install fonts into Photoshop. Then let me show you where I download my design assets. So one of the cool places I download my design asset is in Virtual Elements, and please check the link in the description below to come to this site. They actually sell most of them, but some of them are for free. But when you just buy or subscribe to it, you have access to all of their design assets, which include font, stock images, and everything, mockups and stuff. So please, if you wish to buy anything or if you wish to subscribe to their site, use the link in the description below, so that whenever you make any purchase, I'll get an affiliate bonus. I have just subscribed to the affiliate program, so whenever anyone use my link to buy or subscribe to their site, I'll get a bonus from that money paid. All right, so you can come here and you can click on photos, and you get different types of photos which you can download for your project. You can also search here, maybe background, and you will be getting some cool, awesome background which you can use all of them in your design. So that brings us to the end of this video, how to design a church flyer. We first learned how to make a selection on image, how I apply the text effects, I edited this image, then the process that I took in making this design. Alright, so please make sure you subscribe, leave me a like in appreciation, and see you next time. Bye bye.